For this project, our group is doing the bystander effect. So we're going to be looking at the definition, some real-world examples, and some statistics. What is the bystander effect? The bystander effect is also called bystander apathy, and the definition is a social psychological phenomenon that refers to cases in which individuals do not offer any means of help to a victim when there are other people present. This means that in a dire situation when someone is choking on something or you just saw someone put a drug in someone else's cup, you are not likely to say something if there's someone else around. The probability of helping decreases with more bystanders because everyone is thinking the same thing. Someone else will help, it's not my job. Layton and Darley wanted to learn more about the bystander effect, so they conducted an experiment where a series of college students were sat in a cubicle among other cubicles, much like a typical office setting. In the cubicle next to the one the participants were in, an audio recording started playing. As you might have guessed, like the smart honors kids you are, the recording was a voice crying for help and making severe sounds of choking. When the participants thought they were the only one in the room, 85% of them left their cubicle and rushed to help. But when the students thought there was one other person in the room, the number dropped and only 61% of people rushed to help. When the participants thought that there were 4 other people in the room, the number dropped even more. Only 31% of people helped. While this study turned out some pretty scary statistics, there is something called the Good Samaritan effect. Let's look back to the age-old story of the Good Samaritan. There once was a man who was very sick and injured and was laying in the street all day, and there were people walking by him, staring at him, not stopping to help at all. But finally, when it seems as if all hope is lost, the Good Samaritan stopped to help this man.
We're outside Stoney's Restaurant in South Orange, New Jersey. Diana is playing a mom who's running a quick errand and decides to leave her child in the back seat. But don't worry, of course that baby is actually a doll. And the crying, it's just a recording. You see a baby left alone, strapped into a car seat, crying. What would you do?
Is everything okay? That's my baby. Is she crying again?
You can't leave her in the car by yourself.
Oh, it's only been a few minutes.
It doesn't matter. It's against the law. Like, it's against the law, and we're actually social workers. We'd have to call that in.
I don't think it's a big deal.
It's a baby.
Well, it's my baby, and I'm back here now.
I don't care if it's your baby. I'm gonna have to call it in.
It's not that hot.
It's the baby. Yeah, why don't you take care of your baby? But I'm still calling it in.
Look closely. You can see she's visibly shaken and can barely dial the phone number.
I do it all the time, anyway.
Take her out of the car.
I have to run one more errand. Okay, are you going to be here for a second?
Are you kidding me?
It's not a big deal.
Because you're a social worker, right?
Yeah.
You need to talk. I'm sorry.
No, you're overreacting.
No, we can't do that.
Ma'am, it's okay. God, it's okay. It's okay. You all right? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We just want to show people how dangerous it is, and you showed us.
I was really worried for that baby, and it was, oh my God.
What do you want people to know?
If you're lucky enough to even have a child, to take them with you. If you have to go into the store, I'm sure it's a pain to get them out, and it's a process, but it's not worth leaving them in the car. Look what's happened to so many. It's sad.
Many countries today have implemented laws to reduce tragedies from happening by people not helping. The Good Samaritan laws protect those who do try to help others, saying they cannot be sued for unintentional injury or wrongful death. This is intended to reduce bystanders' hesitation to assist. While you think you will stand up for what is right, once you're put to the test, that's not always the case. Now that you're aware of the bystander effect, what would you do?